Isaac Newton's law of inertia states, an object in motion will stay in motion unless acted upon by another force. Every single thing in the universe follows this law. I don't want to ruin the vibe or anything, but we are going to be discussing some heavy topics and themes from a variety of creative works, starting from a show that I can't stop recommending to people, The Midnight Gospel. The show is about Clancy and his trips into his universe simulator where he conducts interviews with random beings for his spacecast.
My name's Clancy. I'm a spacecaster, and I wanted to know if maybe you'd like to be interviewed for my spacecast, which goes into space.
What's really neat is that it blends conversation from a podcast by the show's creator called the Duncan Trussell Family Hour and Unreal Animation to deliver some of the most creative content I've ever seen. But there's this one part that stuck with me. It takes place in the final episode and consists of a real-life conversation between Duncan and his mother 3 weeks before she died of breast cancer.
If you look at the world, what you see is things appearing and disappearing. And humans are a part of the whole of that. And humans appear and they disappear off the face of the earth. That just happens. You know, our egos personalize it and we consider ourselves special cases.
Yes.
But we're really not. You know, we are part of the whole, and everything in the whole transforms all the time.
It's a very heavy scene, but it is true. If you look at the world, what you see is things appearing and disappearing. History is just informing the present what was before it disappeared, and someday everything we know will be history too. The movement of everything is... Do you want a book recap? Hold on, I gotta scroll up here. Sorry. Should be right over... Okay. The 2002 novel Tuck Everlasting, written by Natalie Babbitt, follows 10-year-old Winnie Foster in the town of Tree Gap and her defiant act towards her grandmother as she decides to explore the woods across the street from her home. On her adventure, Winnie meets Jesse Tuck, drinking from a natural spring by an ash tree. Upon their acquaintance, Jesse informs Winnie that the spring is magical and that anyone who drinks from it will live forever. Jesse is actually 104, stuck in the body of a 17-year-old. Through this new friendship, Winnie and the Tuck family stop the man in the yellow suit from selling the spring water for profit.
You two take care of labor.
You don't want to die of cold, toll-free.
Hold it right there, mister. Letting you want a bullet in the brain. I warned you, Chuck!
The man in the yellow suit is the antagonist in this story, which makes sense. Imagine one day that you wake up and you get on your phone and you see that Jeff Bezos is now selling water bottles that will make you live forever. And they cost $8 million a bottle. The idea being is that you have an eternity to pay it off. That's just food for thought. After the Tuck family stops the man in the yellow suit from the commoditization of immortality, they have to leave Tree Gap since, they'll live forever. Jesse tells Winnie to drink from the fountain when she turns 19, and they can live forever. 70 years later, the Tuck family returns back to Tree Gap to find the grave of their old friend, Winnie Foster. And they are happy that she chose to die. Quote, "Everything is a wheel, turning and turning, never stopping. The frogs is a part of it, and the bugs, and the fish, and the wood thrush too, and the people, but never the same ones. Always coming anew, always growing and changing, and always moving on. That is the way it is supposed to be. That is the way it is. The time that we have is finite. The end is promised to us all. It is inevitable. But not for the Tuck family. They live on. They live on forever. The movement of everything is...
Ostavi Just remember, what happens on Earth stays on Earth. We're gonna put it in reverse.
On January 20th, 2008, Breaking Bad's pilot episode was aired for the very first time. In it, we watch Walter White's entire world shatter after receiving a diagnosis of lung cancer and is grappling with the inevitable death that follows. Before his diagnosis, Walter was categorized as a soft, hardworking, gentle, but weak man, a brilliant chemist who never lived up to his own aspirations, and lives every day under the pressure of his own what-ifs. But that all changes when he learns he is dying. He begins to act in ways he never has, and by the end of the show, is unrecognizable to the man he was at the beginning.
You clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger.
Death for Walter is a wake-up call. More specifically, he comes face to face with his inadequacies and fears that his life will never achieve his planned goals. Everything that has happened led him to this point, a point of no return. Time stops, nor waits for anyone, and our end is as promised as Walter's. Yet the fear of unlived life pushes him to live his final days according to his rule. The movement of everything is... There's this scene in No Country for Old Men that I think about all the time. More specifically, one question asked by Anton Chigurh to Carson Wells moments before Anton murders him.
If the rule you followed brought you to this, of what use was the rule?
How do you even respond to this? The path that Carson chose to walk led him to this point. Every day, every decision, every moment put him in this chair, staring down the barrel of a silent shotgun. What does his past do for him now? Nothing. You see, that's the point I desperately want you to know. The movement of everything is forward. Our past means nothing to our future, and our future is nothing. All that we have is the moment between the two. Our life story is the sum of these passing moments, and that's it. That's it. I'd like to finish with a quote that was partially used in Kung Fu Panda. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift of God. That is why we call it the present. Thank you for your time. It is yours to spend. If you made it to the end of the video, sincerely, thank you so much for watching. I had a genuine blast making this. This was the most fun I've ever had making a video, so thank you. I don't even know what to say. Thank you. I hope you have a happy new year. I'm finishing this on December 30th, so I hope you have a happy new year. Remember, all we have is right now, this second. So take advantage of this new year. Good luck. I love you. I'll see you probably in a semester. I'm kidding. I'll try to have more videos done. I have a few ideas, but I have more projects. Anywho, who cares? I love you. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed new year. Take care.